Welcome, Team OrangeYaGlad, to your first elimination. Welcome, Team OrangeYaGlad, to your first elimination and the second elimination episode of the second season of TTS Survivor. I'm very curious about something that I read in the Slack in a message from one of our contestants. I'm going to need to learn more about the centaur in a Victorian bustle gown with moving horse legs.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. I've ambitiously, I have a lot of production practice projects that are going on in the costume shop that are really exciting. One of which includes an entire centaur body with a draped 1870s bustle gown on top, with a matching wig, with a matching hat, with an attached male like suit that goes with it in the same scene. So it's like a whole like two-quarter production over here.
So when you say the body of a centaur, is it like a centaur like mannequin that has been created that you're using?
So what it is it's like a horse butt that you just belt on, and it sort of just goes around like that, and you like have your little horse legs out.
Oh, that's amazing. So did you design and build the actual horse butt itself? Is that part of what you created?
I designed it, and me and a team, lovely people, we are working on building it. Jess and Randy and Delaney and so many people in the costume shop are going to be working on it. I'm so excited.
That's so cool. Thank you for sharing that, Mia. I know it's not Survivor related, but I saw that in Slack chat and I was like, I gotta know more about this. I just absolutely have to. So, well, congratulations. It sounds like you're very busy and you have a lot of cool shit going on, Mia. Fiona, I gotta start off with you. Have you seen the episode that came out today?
I watched it today, yeah. Yeah, I did.
I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm curious. Do you have anything to say about the comments from Trey Harris on Team Purple Rain?
I have a lot to say about that. And I'll try and keep it brief. But
I appreciate it.
Basically, I don't want to get into the dirty details, but I really didn't do anything wrong. I'm close friends with his mother, and his mother is on my side. Ooh. So I'm just going to say that Reva Harris thinks that I'm right. Her relationship with her son has been jeopardized because of his mistake, because of his actions.
You heard it.
So I'm just going to put that out there. The way that he brought that into this game.
I hear you.
I was shocked and I was hurt.
You know, I have to say it was a pretty arresting moment. I think we were all a little surprised. I certainly respect both of your privacies, but I do hope that at some point we might learn a little bit more about the details of this.
It might get out
here.
This feud.
I guess we'll see. Only time will tell. Okay, so in that kind of same vein, you know, this has been a pretty rowdy season so far. You know, maybe it was because first season, all the contestants were like, oh, it's new. We don't know when we're supposed to talk and when we're supposed to jump in. So maybe they were a little afraid. But it does seem like Team OrangeYaGlad, you might have a little bit more of that rowdiness and energy in the game. So I know it's a hard balance to make between team spirit and sportsmanship. I'm gonna throw this to you, Alex. Are you worried about that struggle with the balance, putting a target on your back post merge?
Thank you, Antonio. You know, I have put some thought into that. I do feel like there's a little bit of a target, especially from the purple team on me, just because I love this team so much, and I kind of, you know, I got orange hair. I was bred for this, but honestly, I'm kind of not afraid for those purple players. If I'm being honest, there's a lot of strong contenders on this side, and I feel like we're pretty close, and I think we're gonna have the numbers when we go in there. So I'm not quite afraid of them.
All right, bold statement from someone at Elimination this week. Yes, Fiona.
And if I could add, having watched the Elimination episode, I think that they're giving us a lot of credit for being rowdy or having too much team spirit or whatever. I think it's coming just as much from the other side. I really, really do, especially from Colin, especially from Trey Harris.
Hey, their names.
I'm being specific. I just think that it's so interesting that they spent so much of their time talking about us in a way that I don't think is really fair.
So then I have to ask you all this. I'm seeing a lot of heads nodding. Do any of you think that this is going to be an issue when you have to work with them in the future? As you all are aware, there is a merge that happens, and that requires both teams to come together, and often work together within challenges, but also coming together for the elimination to determine who goes home.
I think right now it's coming from both sides, and that it's too early to tell. I think that the more challenges that come up, the more whichever side loses more, we'll see. The more we win, whatever. We'll see what happens. But I think it's a little too early to tell right now.
It is pretty early. I will acknowledge that. Okay, well, let's get some more specifics here with our challenge this week. Oh, Brian, so glad you popped back in. Talk to me about how it was drawing for your team.
You know, I wouldn't say I'm a drawer, but I do think I did a pretty good job. You know, Pictionary is hard. It's a hard game. It's not necessarily about skill. It's about communicating a message. And I think I did that. But I will take accountability and say that last drawing was my fault. And I do think I cost my team the win on that. So that's that.
Well, I appreciate you taking ownership of that. But I have to ask your team, how did you all determine that Brian was going to be your team leader for the challenge? What were you all thinking about when everyone rallied behind him?
Natural charisma. The dude is just built different. I love him, and he's an amazing team leader. He did very well.
He's our own Picasso.
I believe when you said pick someone, you said pick a team leader, not a team drawer. And so that's what we did. We picked a leader.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I want to bring the heat over then to Nora. Nora, you seemed like you were quite an asset in terms of guessing for your team. Why don't you talk to me about how, is Pictionary a game that you played before? Is it, or was it a lucky night?
I think it was mostly luck. I come from a board game family, although Pictionary is not one of our games. We do play a lot of Scrabble. And I will say that my roommate is obsessed with vitamins. So they are like something that is like in my household, like it's a daily item. I am around them a lot. So it was kind of a word that just is all around me.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I was pretty surprised with how quickly you got that. Well done. Okay, so Carlie. Well, I'll just say this statement to all of you, but it's pretty apparent that some people know other people in the game better than others. Some people have already established relationships outside of the game. Even some of the freshmen now have been at TTS for a quarter, have had the opportunity to establish relationships. So, Carlie, I'm curious, with your personal experience so far, how do you think outside relationships affect the game?
You know, I've been a little nervous because I'm the only dramaturg and, well, on this team. But you know, I know Sam, we're the second year, silly Sam, we lived on the same hall in Belden. Heck yeah. I'll speak for myself, but I think I have been getting along with my team very well because my team is very easy to like. We are we are a very tight-knit group. And I just feel a lot of love coming from them. So, you know, that those nerves honestly have gone away as quick as they came.
Got it. I love that. Yes, Brian, jump in.
I'll pop in and also add to that. You know, I think the easy thing to do in this game would be to align with major or year. And honestly, I don't think that's happened. I mean, from the people that have like came to me and like the people that like I'm connecting with, it seems like across the board pretty diverse. And like the game is open to literally anybody to make alliances with whoever they want.
So then I guess on the flip side of that, so Gina, I just want to come over to you. So I know you are a first year, and so I want you to tell me why that makes you an asset in the competition.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like because I'm a first year, I don't have any really deep set personal connections. Besides maybe Nora, I do know her personally, but outside of Nora, love you, Nora. I'm game to be really close friends with anyone here. So befriend me, I'll befriend you.
I love that. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. It's classic. Well, wow, it looks like that has brought me to the end of my questions tonight. So that means we are here to do the dirty business, to the point of the episode where you must set one of your teammates adrift. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to private message me in the Zoom chat the name of the contestant that you feel deserves to be eliminated tonight. Starting off the vote tonight, we have Gina. Next up, Brian. Carlie. Alex. Sam. Mia. Nora. And Fiona. All right. The votes are in. Now is the time that if anyone here has an immunity item that you would like to use either on yourself or on one of your teammates, please private message me now. All right, folks, here we go. Our first vote is for Sam. Second vote is for Mia. We have another vote for Mia. We have a vote for Carlie. We have another vote for Mia. A vote for Mia. And a fifth vote for Mia. Mia. I am so sorry to tell you what you already know. which is that you have been eliminated from Team OrangeYaGlad on Season 2 of Survivor TTS. I know for my part personally, I am a little bitter that I am being robbed of the confessionals that I knew were going to be incredible, and I have enjoyed thus far. You are a very welcome addition to the game. Is there anything that you would like to say before you leave the Zoom tonight?
Oh, nothing. I just had a great time. You all are lovely. This has been a really fun time. I enjoyed having our little games and our little win that one week. That was really nice. So I go holding no regrets. Honestly, I've got a pretty busy quarter, so it all worked out.
Love you,
Well, good.
Nina.
That's a great attitude. Yes, you have a lot of stuff to worry about, so I look forward to seeing the stuff that you come up with this quarter. Thank you so much, Mia. You may now leave the Zoom.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mia.
Oh my god! Oh my god,
Right.
that was terrible.
Wow, that was
That
stressful.
was fucking terrible. Holy
Right,
shit.
well, now you everyone understands. Both teams have now been to elimination. You know what it's like. You know it is not fun. It is actually the worst. No one hates it more than me because I have to go to every single one of them, and I have to slaughter one of you kitties every week, and I don't want to do it. It's my job. It's what I'm paid to do. Just a quick reminder to please send your confessionals in. Those go in also after elimination episodes. And I think that's the only reminder I have for you tonight. And with that, that brings us to the end of our second elimination episode on Season 2 of Survivor TTS. Until next time. Before we get started, we've just got a little housekeeping to handle.
I can't be on the same team as Alex, though.
What is going on?
I'm living for this. This is
So
great.
evil. This is so like effing evil.